Not guilty on all the 4 counts of murder. Let's take a look.
Do you mean, my lord, to ask me for the plea?
Sorry?
The plea?
You want to speak to your lawyers?
Yes.
Please.
Just 1 minute, please.
Mr. Kello, is it true?
No, my lord. I plead otherwise.
We are in court. Could we please have some peace and calm? Is it true?
I plead not guilty, my lord.
You plead not guilty. Okay, I have entered a plea of not guilty on count 1.
Christopher Onyom, who is alleged to have murdered the 4 toddlers at a day care center in Gaba. Now, let's cross over to Chankwanzi. The newly elected NRM members of parliament say the Chankwanzi NRM retreat has empowered them on issues of governance and accountability. A section of MPs say the retreat has exposed them to the dynamics of development to perform after their inauguration. Let's take a look.
I would like to give you this simple analysis. This will help you understand that some areas are lucky to be having some good leaders and other areas are really, really disadvantaged to be having some bad leaders and corrupt leaders. For example, when you look at Kabale district, it was given 1 billion and it had planned to work on 244 kilometers. And they were able to work on all the 244 kilometers because every kilometer was planned to use between 12 millions and 15 millions. So for them, they used all their money and achieved all the targeted kilometers. The same applied to when you look at Kasanda in Central Region. Kasanda was given 1 billion. It had planned for 503. They did not do all the 503, but at least they did 464, which is understandable. It is a good thing that they did. Now look at my Masaka. Masaka district was given the same amount of money, 1 billion, and they had planned 33 kilometers, and they show that they did 33 kilometers, and we have the worst road networks in the district. What does this show? This clearly shows that those districts that are led by the opposition, they do it deliberately to frustrate government programs and projects such that the locals will hate. They will see no service delivery. It will look as if government is doing nothing. Explain this.
Questions about roads. The president tasked the team from Ministry of Works to come and answer our questions. It is today that we got information that actually government provides 1 billion per year specifically for maintenance of roads. Maintenance, not even opening of new roads, maintenance of district roads. Now, from the information that we are getting, you know, the ceiling is that for 1 kilometer, a district is supposed to use between 12 to 15 million. And that is particularly for maintenance. Now, it was so shocking that some districts are actually opening more kilometers, because there is a district like Kasanda which opened up over 456 kilometers of roads using the same money. And then there are districts like Nakaseke, for them they opened only 99 kilometers. Okay, they put some swamps, because when you see Kabare, they also opened up some swamps, which is actually measuring up. So I think it is very, very important, because now the Ministry of Works has given very clear guidelines, and they are tasking us as members of Parliament to make sure that we are able to give guidance and really play the oversight role to make sure that that 1 billion is able to actually deliver results as far as road maintenance is concerned.
Now let's talk crude oil export. Uganda is set to commission the East African crude oil pipeline in July this year. The Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, Ruth Nankabirwa, says the commission of the pipeline will enable Uganda's crude oil to be loaded on the vessels in October for export. Nankabirwa was speaking addressing the newly elected NRM members of Parliament during the ongoing retreat in Chankwazi. Let's take a watch.
First of all, I want to clarify that the oil that we are expecting to flow this year is the crude oil, not finished products, please. Finished products will come when the refinery is in place. But the crude oil is expected to flow out this year, beginning with the technical commissioning of the East African crude oil pipeline on 31st July. And I went through the pipeline and I witnessed the progress, and I am hopeful that come July the pipeline will be done and we shall technically commission it. And it takes time to fill this pipeline from Hoima Pump Station 1 to Chonglien. The crude moves. It is a thick crude wax which has to be heated. So you don't switch on a pump in Hoima and you expect oil to flow at Chonglien the following day. It takes some days to move from Hoima up to the last point at the jetty where loading on the vessels is done. So we expect the first loading of the first vessel to be done in October, 30th October this year. We hope that nothing will interrupt our program, but according to what is happening, I've been assured by those who are on the ground implementing that we shall be able to achieve this. So in as far as the crude oil is concerned, that is it. The crude will be exported and government will be getting money from the transportation of this crude and also from the crude itself, because we are part owners of the crude, together with Total and Sinok and UNOC. It's at 89% completed. We are now seeing fixing and welding of pipes in difficult areas where we need to go down vertical and horizontal, those specific areas. Otherwise, the other areas we've started barring the pipes, and we hope that we will be okay by the said dates.
Minister Ruth Nankabirwa there assuring us about the crude oil pipeline. That story takes us to a very short break, and we shall do return with more news.
When you don't use Momo, you are forced to quarrel.
Mama, nkwenye nkumitano.
Ompaire nkumitano.
Abantu abakuluma atandise obuyayi mwena.
Obuyayi obuliga.
Iwe.
Ngobi yanko bantu.
Abamubibozi sente dange nizade kolera ngobi nankolera sente dange.
Save yourself from quarreling. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3# to pay and enjoy zero charges below 5K. That's the power of Momo.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution, or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone, or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312 206 400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
When you don't use Momo, you get insulted by strangers. Save yourself from insults. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3# to pay and enjoy zero charges below 5K. That's the power of Momo.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. But we are now going to return back to the High Court, that is in Gaba, where Christopher Onyom, the key suspect in the alleged murder of 4 children at a daycare center, is sitting and taking place. We are going to return to the High Court where the trial hearing of Christopher Onyom is taking place.
If it pleases your lordship.
Mr. Kumbuga, have you received disclosures?
My lord, it is true. As defense, we have received the disclosures from the land state attorneys.
Okay.
We have discussed the same with the accused person. My lord, we are ready to proceed as the land chief state attorney has stated, to receive the first witness. Much obliged, my lord.
Mr. Kello, did your lawyers discuss with you the evidence that the prosecution disclosed to them that they intend to rely on?
Yes, my lord. My lawyers discussed the evidence with me already.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mwaganya, is your witness ready?
Yes, my lord. My lord, we had a number of witnesses. If you may just seek your indulgence to have all witnesses.
Let them come over, then I will tell them what to do.
Come over, then they are taken to where they should be.
Abajulizi abaze mu musango guno musembereko mu maaso wano.